We don't often hear from Novak Djokovic that he's at a loss of words. We don't see him emotional that often, but what he's done at the Rod Laver Arena at the Australian Open, impeccable, quite incredible. What we've seen, in fact, right through the day, the first semi-final was indeed an exhilarating one, the second one following suit. And in that match that we just saw play out at the Rod Laver Arena, it was the Serbian who made a weak start, losing the first set against Italian Jannik Sinner 3-6. But what a comeback after that from Novak Djokovic. Once again reminding everyone that he is a man who is aging but still has the craft, still has the hunger, more so as he eyes a 25th title, that elusive 25th Grand Slam title that Novak Djokovic has been eyeing. Well, he has a shot at that yet again. In front of him on Sunday at again the Rod Laver Arena will be someone that he's met quite a few times in the past. Their last meeting between Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic, I'm talking about here, did come in the US Open of last year. It was in the semi-final. That match though, Djokovic may not necessarily want to recall because it was a straight set victory for the Spaniard. However, the match before that, which was also interestingly at the Australian Open, that's when the Serb got the better of the Spaniard. We're all looking forward to Sunday now, but what an exhilarating couple of games we saw, adrenaline rich. You just could not get off your seat. That's the kind of action that you saw today. You were just glued to the screen. Speaking of the second match, which was the one that just ended, the second semi-final, in fact, complete control. That's what you saw from Novak Djokovic, the 24-time Grand Slam winner, when it came to clutch moments. Look at what happened right towards the end as well. 2 match points that he got. Before that as well, plenty of time, especially in the third set when you thought that this was again going, everything was going away from him, just ensuring that he gets things back. The fourth set, yet again, you thought that it was Sinner who had the upper hand, but in those clutch moments, ensuring with very accurate placement. That's what you saw from, not a lot of power from Novak Djokovic, but you saw very meticulous placement from him today. He knew what his plan was and he executed it to perfection. At some point you felt that because of the way that he was groaning, that he may just run out of juice, something that we have unfortunately been seen with him over the last few months now, I would say, maybe just about a year now, with that with those couple of injuries that he's had, Novak Djokovic. But on the big day in the semi-final of the Australian Open against one of the top athletes at the moment when it comes to the world of tennis. This, by the way, will now be the first Grand Slam final not featuring Jannik Sinner. The last 4 finals, in fact all 4 finals of 2025 that you saw, had exactly the same pair compete for silverware. This time though, there is a change in script. There is Novak Djokovic who's entered the final, and let's see now what is it that we see on Sunday. Of course, the anticipation will be, the build-up will be all about that 25th title that puts him ahead of Margaret Court, that takes him to another level altogether of greatness. Let's see where Novak Djokovic ends on Sunday. It won't be easy, as you know. It's going to be a high-octane contest, despite those cramps that Alcaraz was getting this afternoon in Australia at the Rod Laver Arena. You saw how he got back, how he was getting better and better every time there was something on the line. You saw that he was getting the better of Zverev, and his confidence just kept going up and up after that. This is going to be a battle to watch out for. Let's see what Sunday then presents to us. Thank you for joining me right now for this quick update. Do tap that bell so that you get notified every time we're live, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today if you haven't done so already.